it takes a lot of time to write jokes. So it's like, you know when you see a star in the sky, not to compare, you know how you're not seeing the star as it is right now? Like you're seeing it light years in the past, and that's how long it took for the light to reach us. That's what it's like with stand-up comedy. I talk about things like they happened recently, but in real life, I've completely imploded. And sometimes, especially when you talk about your own life, a major event can happen where it's like, I don't necessarily have the time that I want to bring it on stage. But then there's, on the other hand, it's like, it's so major that I can't not talk about it. Like last year, my dad had a heart attack, and it required an emergency quintuple bypass. And it's extremely serious situation. So he called me. There was some space before the surgery, like pretty much 24 hours. And he said he wanted me to come down so we could go over his will and testament. And I said, of course. And he said, I want you to know if anything happens to me before you get here, that I will be at all your shows in spirit. And I was like, oh, just like when you were alive. I bought the next plane ticket available. It was very expensive, but I said, fuck it, it's an emergency. I sent my dad a Venmo request. I went alone. My girlfriend offered to go with me, but I was worried it would bring us closer together. So when I got to the hospital, it was just my dad, me, my little sister, and my dad's new girlfriend, going oldest to youngest. And believe me, I've already had this conversation with him. And my father, he says to me, he says, son, you don't understand. When I date women my age, it reminds me of my mortality. And I said, okay, when I see the women you date, it reminds me of Jeffrey Epstein. The reason my dad invited me down, it wasn't some like beautiful kumbaya moment. I think it's because this all happened so fast. He didn't have time to reach out to his lawyer. So he wanted to verbally, he filmed it on his phone. He wanted to like announce to the family that he would now be leaving a third of his estate to this new girlfriend that none of us had ever met. And I could tell my sister was mad, so I whispered to her, I was like, now you know how I felt when you were born. She was not in a giggly mood. My little sister is normally quite a soft-spoken. She stormed out of the room. I followed her into the hallway because she was screaming. That woman's a gold digger. She only likes him for his money. And I was like, as opposed to what? His rockin' bod?